John?
Here.
Kevin?
Here.
Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion for the consent agenda?
I get a motion.
Get a motion in a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public input, this is the time and place for discussion items not already on the agenda with a time limit of 3 minutes each. Discussion of possible action in reference to well bid number 7 to Wendler. Dave?
Yeah, they're basically complete with everything except for the chemical P building and the integration. They've got the roof on, tie-backs on there. They're waiting on getting some of the HVAC equipment in, and there's some work to do on the inside. But this gets them paid current to date, and this is roughly 74% of the project. Recommended payment.
Any questions for it? Need a motion?
Motion paid.
A motion for Rick, and a second.
Second.
And you can pick who you want, Christina.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Last time that one too.
Discussion of possible action in reference to abandonment of well near well number 5.
So this is, DNR has completed their inspection in reference to well 5 for when it's ready to go live. They request the old well at Pleasant Grove Heritage Park property that it be capped to prevent contamination in the future. Per city code and DNR, this well is a type of well apparently that requires certification, and it's never been certified that we could find in our records. This includes from when the city purchased this years ago. We're not sure how or why this didn't happen or what happened during that time, but they feel it's in bad enough condition now that it needs capped. We spoke to Pleasant Grove Heritage Park property owner. He's allowing us to proceed with capping and abandoning the well. Technically, we'd have been responsible for this previously if it had gone through the inspection process. It's not a typical well. I got pictures in front of you there to show what it looks like. It's like an old, I would call it more of like a cistern type well. It's somewhere between 19 and 26 feet deep. And you have to put a pump down in it to get whatever water's there. This all came about with the DNR permitting. Obviously, when we had to re-drill or retest the well, obviously we wouldn't have spent the money at that time to do it until we thought this well was viable. So we've also kind of petitioned, if you will, to the DNR, asked questions about, like there's other wells in town where there's other wells near it, but they just said that those are certified and those would pass certification, and at that time they didn't put any question into that. So,
So where's
kind
the
of
well at? Is it
kind of right
between
between
the hydrant on it?
Yeah, it's right between the two southern buildings.
So they're not using that well at all that had that hydrant on it? They drilling a well or anything out there for anything? Will they use water out there?
Well, that's part of what Dave and I met with Steve. He would like to have some sort of a hydrant of some kind since it's a city park. We've talked about putting one down at the actual well, off the well. We've talked about coming in off Market Street, just giving them a hydrant with a well, like a spigot. So just to make them whole with, taking away the water source. Now, I think at one time, we did try using it to fill the pond, but it didn't work because there's not enough water there. But I think he had it running for years to do it, according to conversations I've had with him previously. But there's obviously 3 quotes there. The cheapest one's that top one through Northway. Dave, you got anything to add?
DNR does require that we have a certified well contractor abandon the well and certify that it's done according to the DNR standards. So that's part of the reason why we had to go out and get quotes from the certified well drillers rather than just having anybody go over there and dump some sand and concrete in there. all three of these quotes are from certified well drillers, and for Northway, they understand the scope of the work, and they'd be able to get it done and have it certified so that it would satisfy DNR, and we'd be able to move forward with putting all 5 of them.
So then, excuse me, but you're comfortable with the least amount of bid?
Northway, yes, they do work.
You're comfortable with them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, any questions? Any motion?
Move to approve. Low bid.
Second. Got the motion, second to approve Northway, is it?
Yeah, Northway.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Discussion and possible action in reference to fiscal year annual financial report.
Christina worked on this last week to wrap it up. This is the FY26 annual financial report for the state requirements. The report, as you see, is in front of you. We can probably answer any questions that you have. It's pretty straightforward.
We got questions? Your motion?
Motion to approve the financial report for 2026.
I'll second that.
Got a motion, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 29, 2026, approving cash payment policy.
So we're having some trouble getting pennies from Hills Bank, and it's probably going to be a problem that gets worse before it gets better. So Christina's done some research on what other communities are doing. So this resolution basically would be is anybody that pays, you either need to pay the exact amount if they're paying in cash, otherwise if it's greater than the amount, any remaining cents that would involve pennies would go as a credit to the next bill. Payments made by check, debit card, credit card would still continue to be processed the same way as they currently are, or auto pay.
So when will this go into effect?
Right away.
So we've pretty much already been doing it because we can't get pennies anymore, so.
Have you had many people complain about it, that you pay cash?
Mm-mm.
What do you say, $100?
Most pay, if they pay cash, most are paying to the penny or they do an overage anyhow, so.
I would say half the people that bring in cash just say credit the change.
Should we just make it so the bill comes out to nickel or whatever? I mean, round up, round down, so we don't, we're never gonna have pennies again.
Well, I suppose after we, something to do the ordinance, we'd have to make the usage be.
What else ends?
Yeah, I mean, Travis, it's ran by your gun anyway for like the water bill anyway, right?
It's what?
Ran by your gun, don't you guys have a gun that you drive
It's
around?
all, yeah, it's a radio,
Oh, yeah.
and that's all it is.
We'd have to set up the
You
water.
probably have to have it in on a, you know,
Yeah, that would be a little tough, I think.
We just round up, round down, but I mean, computer's smart enough to do it. I mean, nothing else really ends in pennies except for the water bill, right? I mean, golf cart registration, all that stuff.
well, we just have to like hit it
Okay.
a 0 or a 5 on the, you know, like whatever the gallon usage would be, the price per gallon would have to end in a 0 or a 5 and calculate.
I mean, there's something we can look into, but we got this right now. I need a motion on this.
Make a motion to approve the resolution.
That motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Nate?
Aye.
Charlie? Rick?
Aye.
Ken?
Aye.
Kevin?
God,
Third and final reading of ordinance 01-2026, update to electric franchise. Any questions? Your motion?
Motion to approve third and final reading.
A motion, do I have a second?
A second.
Nate?
Aye.
Charlie? Rick?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Kevin?
aye.
Third and final reading of ordinance 02-2026, update to natural gas franchise. A motion?
Motion to approve third and final reading of 02-2026.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Kevin?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Rick?
Aye.
Charlie? Nate?
Aye.
Correspondence, bulky item, day 2026 results.
Just gives a comparison from last year to this year, what the costs are. Can answer any questions if you have them.
What did, you said something, Travis, about it didn't have as many people, or there was longer lines or something. Oh, it was the electrical.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep the electrical away just for smoother. I think we could bump it down. I don't think they need 3 hours. I think we could do from 8 to 10. We don't have the repeat customers like we used to have before. That's just something to think about. We don't care. I mean, it's just. That last.
You get billed for that? The bulky item pickup, I mean, is that something that they?
The electronics we do.
Yeah, that's on that page.
Yes, that's
piece
what
of
that
paper
cost is on that page.
Talks about the total weight from the electronic trailer. So it's $403.65 for just under 1,700 pounds.
Otherwise, that's the only cost that day minus any employees that are working.
Got it. So we were down 2,300 pounds off electronics alone.
That's, I mean, is it like, that's where we got in trouble. We tried putting too much down on that side of town, so we had people waiting in line that were just dropping off a TV or a microwave to where. But
So it costs us.
No, I like what we do. I mean, and people appreciate that. And when we do it the right way, it's week after garage sales. So, you know,
No, I think it's great that we do it.
I do too. But we want to make sure we're utilizing it too.
No, I agree with that too. Anything else? Nope. City engineer report.
Nothing project related. Hope sauerkraut days goes well and the weather cooperates.
Public Works.
we had an incident at Splash Pad yesterday, so we have to super coordinate that. And with sauerkraut days, we normally shut the Splash Pad down Thursdays anyways and open again on Sundays. So I'm going to suggest we just leave it closed till Sunday. Give us time, no sense trying to open it for half a day because we have to wait for that results anyways. So with that, there's that. We did do a complete sweep of the town today. We had dump trucks and dump trailers picking up damage from the storm and brush from what everybody had sitting out. We lost a tree at Field 4. I think that was the only one we lost, right? The only full tree. So we got that cleaned up. We'll get the stump after, obviously, this week. With the rains that are projected to come in, I know you can't really tell it now, but we have swept the town like 3 times in the past couple weeks. So we're hoping, well, worst case scenario is we'll get at least one final sweep on the parade route on Fridays, so at least that is clean from any debris from any storms. We're going to do the best we can, but as starting Thursday when they start shutting stuff down, that's going to minimize what we can get with our sweet sweeper. I talked to Brandon on downtown and Washington Street, so we got a plan for that. We'll get any piles Wednesday. They're going to wash Wednesday night, fire department, and then we'll go back and any additional sand that they push, we'll get that cleaned up Thursday first thing. Other than that, we're still plugging away on getting some painting done, and we're in full swing with the underground locates for the project. Any questions, I'd be happy to address.
Any questions?
I have no questions at this time.
You sound like an attorney.
I could have been one. You don't mind on would have thought that would turn all right.
That tree on 3rd Avenue that fell in the house, is that city or private?
Private.
Are you sure? Because I went to put a deck up and it's 10 feet from my house.
Really?
Yes.
I will take a look, but
And it's, when they said we're with the sidewalks down, it was all thing. So I don't know if it isn't, it's pretty close.
Okay.
to be a city.
We'll take a look.
I don't care, I mean, I'm good,
Yeah.
cut it up. I just want to look at it.
That'd be pretty loud when it hit. That'd be pretty loud when it hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else? Parks and Rec.
The registration deadline for flag and soccer was last Friday, but since it's sauerkraut days and I'm not really gonna get into anything till next week, I extended it to this Friday. Our numbers are good, but just giving families the last chance to get signed up. So that will start at the end of August, the last week in August. We've got a movie in the park on Wednesday at 9 o'clock, as soon as it gets dark enough to show it. Hillsbank sponsoring that for us, doing the popcorn and all that. We have a slow pitch softball tournament starting on Friday, running throughout Saturday down at the park for sauerkraut days. And then the following week, we'll have our back to school night on Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30 at the park. Same day that all the kids go back to school, so we'll have a meal for them down there and hand out school supplies and stuff. Other than that, just a lot of mowing and.
You have that night, the night they go back to school?
Yeah, it's the night that back to school night is, where families go to take all their backpacks and all that stuff. So,
Oh, okay.
not that, they don't go back till the Monday after, sorry. Other than that, just a lot of mowing, weed eating, stuff like that to get ready for sauerkraut days. And then thanks to Travis's crew for helping us with that tree at Diamond 4. It was a pretty big one and made easy work with all their help, so.
Any questions for Drayden? Library?
I don't have anything for her tonight.
Police Department?
You guys should have got our July report, so any questions with that, let me know. If not, we got just under 2 weeks for our new officers to be done at the academy. And then we'll send one more at the end of the month. Got 2 new squad cars on order. One was a K9. You can see that the K9 car, the current one, has some repair issues. So, other than that, getting ready for sauerkraut days.
You got anything for Jason? Ambulance?
Just their vote on September 1st, saw it, yes, tonight.
Yeah, they got some good coverage on the news.
Yeah, last 2 days, yep.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
Fire Chief?
Obviously sauerkraut days, you touched on, street washing on Wednesday, we'll do that. Depending on, sounds like more weather's gonna be moving in tonight and tomorrow, so we'll just, keep working at that, figuring out the time that works best, but Wednesday's our target date.
So, let's say we get hit with storms tonight. You still gotta wash the streets.
Well, the problem is they're so dirty with twigs and leaves and.
When the storm comes, can you just like go out and brush them with your fire truck?
I go with the sweeper too.
So we'll, and also Sunday when the event's over, we'll take care of all the remains on Sunday as far as the mess left over. We'll do that as well. We're doing the bathtub races. 5,000 water balloons are here, ready to get filled. Obviously the parade. Also planning the breakfast for Labor Day. Fairway's planning to do a roundup this month. I believe it's going to be next week after sauerkraut days. And then also we put together a retro logo and a retro fire truck on the back. One of the members of the fire department's got one of our old fire trucks, and we're going to do a pancake breakfast shirt with that logo, the 2 logos on. So we'll put those out starting towards the end of the week for people to pre-order to pick up at the day of the breakfast, and then they can pick some up here if they come to the line.
And do you know the cost of them yet?
$20. I'll show you the flyer when we get done here. But
Is it for Fire Chief?
yep.
So sirens.
So yeah, I can address that too.
You're gonna do that now or the?
I can do it now. Last 2 Fridays we had tornado sirens go off. 2 weeks ago, the first Friday, that was kind of one that was caught everybody off guard. Matter of fact, the tornado siren, Jason came down and we were in communication on the phone. He activated the siren. It was actually before we actually got paged out by Stormwatch, and this was for a funnel cloud that had eventually ended up touching down by the airport. It came across, went up by Bertram, and kind of southeast to Springville. Technically, we were not under a warning for that one, but we have a 15-mile rule that's been in place for eons that if there's a potential funnel or something in this general area within 15 miles and move in this general vicinity, then we activate the siren. So, not to mention the whole southeast corner of Lynn County was activated for that. We would have been the only ones that wouldn't have activated. And then the one this past Friday, there was a real broad area rotation and a very large storm, and it was probably one of the biggest tornado warning boxes I've ever seen. And so that went out. Fortunately, the majority of that all was to the northeast of here. Obviously, we did have kind of a stronger wind corridor that I can tell moved from about the sports complex over to 5th Avenue, and then went kind of as an angle to the southeast from there was, at least where I can tell, the majority of the tree damage, or bulk of it was in that general line, kind of that 3-block width. So they must have had a little bit stronger over there. So anyway, that's the scoop on that. I don't know if you have any.
So when county sets off the sirens in town, why doesn't ours go off?
Well, because it's like $10,000 to $15,000 for us to pay to have that done.
Didn't we have that before?
No, it's never been that way. Okay. And the other thing is that we're in the southeast quadrant, so technically Cedar Rapids is in that southeast quadrant, so you could have something on the northwest side of Cedar Rapids. It could be sunny here, and our sirens could be going off, just because of how they can't isolate them any more than that. So,
We didn't get anything else, Fire Chief? City Administrator?
we've been working out the weeds at the complex. I don't know if you've been out there lately, but it looks much better. We're going to be working on Highway 30 this week to get that mowed down. Sauerkraut Day prep. I've been actually working today with the committee and contingency plans. Looks like there's potential for weather about every day. It does look to be better towards the end of the week, but leading up to it, and Thursday especially, so we're just going through that. I already filled out the form for the National Weather Service, and Jason and I will be point of contact for that, and we'll be here all weekend to help facilitate that in the event that we have a situation. We've done it for years, and it's worked pretty well. We can usually evacuate in about 15 minutes. We can utilize City Hall, winds, southeast wind for shelter, but usually we try to get everybody out of there before we need that. So we're always there on the side of caution. I don't have any issues, or I feel pretty confident that we can navigate that like we've done in the past. Travis mentioned storm debris cleanup. We're really going to focus now, once I think he got most of it, but if there's things along where the events are for Sauerkraut Days, we'll make sure that we go get those out of there, so it shows a positive representation for this weekend, including parade route and what have you. Fiber project, we did have some issues on Friday. They left the boring machine on Thursday night overnight in a resident's yard. PD came over and took care of that, and then Friday one subject decided he needed to urinate in the yard, so that crew has been relieved of their duties, and they're not going to be here any longer, so I appreciate their prompt attention to that matter. Los Cunados downtown, we have 2 outstanding bills, Roto-Rooter and the patching, which was just completed this week, or last week. So we should have that by the end of the week, and they will be on the agenda for next week for the downtown reinvestment. History Center, they've noticed a small interior leak periodically. Public Works went down and investigated, we think we found it, it's where the caps of the wall meet the brick. We're gonna have to get some sort of sealant or caulk or concrete to fill in that gap where that water's coming in. It's when it's a strong west penetrating rain is when it comes in. I know there's a lot of talk in the town and questions get asked here often about e-bikes. There's a lot of ordinances that are being created by cities right now in reference to e-bikes. The problem is there's not a lot of legislation on e-bikes, so it's difficult to really do a whole lot with, but I'm monitoring it, and I'm gonna, if you guys are interested in it, I'll present a few options for you if you wanna do something.
Yeah, yes, I know, I brought that up once, but we've already been checking in, Jason, isn't that correct, with the two-wheel, scooter thing? I mean, maybe put an age limit on wearing a helmet, because some of them skadoodle. I mean, and that's all it's gonna take is they go flipping.
Yeah, I've got a couple of other cities, other towns' ordinances that I've been looking at.
Well, we should just add that right with it, you know? If we're working on it already, wouldn't it make sense just to add it right to it?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it would be the
That's what we're
scooters and the
doing.
bikes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, when you present it, you'll have those examples or whatever you can.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just it's kind of difficult just because there's no legislation on it, so there's only certain parameters that you can restrict down to.
Okay, the whole thing is because earlier, a meeting or two ago, it was discussed and that the two-wheel scooters were already getting, and then you just brought up the e-bike, so I just thought, why not pull them all together? You know?
Have you ever tried to do an ordinance, like, to make it easy for the PD, where like both cities, I mean, I guess our golf cart ordinance kind of accidentally came together, but is that a bridge too far to try to do it? I mean, 'cause
It makes sense to do it like that. We did that when, I think we were the first to do the golf cart one, and that was with ATVs, and then the ATVs went their own way. And then Mount Vernon actually mirrored their golf cart after ours, so, yeah, it'd be just beneficial for both to.
because if you got it in one city, you almost got it, I mean, because people,
Yeah, they go back and forth.
Brandon, Jason, and Chris can all talk about that.
Yeah, that would work out. One other thing, Brendan, I was asked, we used to do this for sauerkraut days. Are we gonna have produce or flowers, of course, photography? Is that gonna take place again? I mean, we kinda got away from it after the duration.
We don't do it that
Is that like,
That'd be something that.
The Southeast.
you did those contests at Southeast Lynn?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if they're doing that or not.
Okay, you don't know.
I don't know.
Do you know who I would get a hold of?
I'd get ahold of Jerry, or I can find out for you, and then I can call you.
Yeah, if you would do that, I'd appreciate it.
I don't think, for this sauerkraut days,
Yes, sir.
no, we lost our person that headed that up and nobody stepped forward to do it again. That's my knowledge.
Not even Rick.
There you go, that's your job next year.
Pumpkin jack.
And then we just completed our city audit. Everything went well with that. So you'll have a report here in the next couple of months, once I get that finished up. And just ask people to use caution this weekend. There's gonna be a lot of kids, probably on e-bikes, running around town and doing their thing. So just use caution, and hope the weather's good for all the people that have put the time and effort into that event, because it's a really big deal. I guess I talked to Jerry today. We had to fill out the form with the weather service, as I mentioned. They get 6,000 people here, different people, and at any given point, there's 2,500 at one time. So it's a pretty big deal, and a lot of people have a lot of work involved with it. So that's all I have tonight. Happy to answer any questions.
When are they closing the streets Thursday?
I want to say 7 a.m. downtown on east and west, and I believe it's noon at the fire station.
Anything else, Brandon? Christina?
The city audit and, financial consumed most of my time, so I'll be working on other reports now. And we sell them t-shirts. T-shirts and ride tickets at City Hall.
How's that been going for you?
Oh, very good.
We got anything for Christina? Nate?
I don't have anything this week.
Rob?
I just wish everybody a happy Sauerkraut Day. It's a town celebration for everybody.
Rick?
Thanks to everybody involved with getting Sauerkraut Days going. And Lisbon Library will be closed Thursday, Friday, and Saturday since the street's going to be closed in front. That's all I have.
Kevin?
Congratulations, unless we already talked about this, you're gonna be the Grand Marshal, aren't you, again?
Yeah. That's
I mean, you're representing the city council, right, so. Next
You
year,
throw candy, Kevin?
throw candy.
I haven't been told anything about it.
Twice, this is the second time you've been Grand Marshal?
Underhand this
No.
time, maybe.
Oh, I thought the newspaper said this is the second time you've been the Grand Marshal.
Newspaper doesn't.
Oh.
It says.
Fire. Good. And also, just Friday, about 6 o'clock or so, I saw, after that wind came through, I noticed the city guys were out again, and it always seems to be a step ahead of the game there. I mean, they were, obviously, it was after their shift, but a couple guys were out there cleaning the streets off. I'm sure that doesn't happen in other bigger cities, so that was good to see. They were out there within minutes of that storm. Oh, yeah.
And I got, I'm gonna tell kind of, on Kevin's coattail there, the city guys went out, and what they didn't take them very long, so they had to call out for 2 hours anyway, so that's pretty much stayed out for that 2 hours or whatever to clean up. I mean, they could have just set her out because they did what they were supposed to do, and then they wouldn't look for something else, so I want to thank them for that. Also, I want to thank you guys for getting Gillette Lane open. That looks very nice out there. Did a very good job. Enjoy Sauerkraut Days. Be safe.
And eat, yeah, remember to eat everybody.
Eat a lot of ribeye sandwiches.
Been packing that all the time. I think he has me sold.
Oh, yeah, that's the best.
Did he say adjourn? Or did
Did you say adjourned?
He did.
Okay.
We're all just sitting here.
That's what he said.
So, you guys, I heard it.